Hi, and welcome to Toddle In. On this episode, we are heading off to Quadra Island, just off the tip of Campbell River on Vancouver Island, and we're going to be visiting family there for the next 2 or 3 days. So welcome along. We are taking the ferry, which is a 2-hour ride from Tsawwassen, BC, over to Duke Point, just near Nanaimo, and then we'll be heading up the Island Highway. So welcome to Toddle In, and we sure hope you like this video, and you'll give it a big thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe to our channel for more roadside stories with Toddle In. Here's Eileen. How'd you make out?
Great. On our way
to Quadra Island. So we made it to Campbell River.
we did, and we're right by the ferry, so that's great driving.
We lucked out.
Yeah.
So we've stopped at Campbell River at the White Spot, home of the Triple O. So the ferry is just over there. Boy, what a trip that was up to Campbell River. We left Langley this morning and took the ferry from Tsawwassen over to Nanaimo, and then on the Island Highway, which is about a 2-hour drive from the ferry terminal in Nanaimo to Campbell River. And we decided to make a quick stop in Campbell River at the White Spot for lunch, and then we catch another ferry, a smaller ferry, much smaller ferry, over to Quadra Island, and we'll be spending 3 days over there with my cousin Carla and Dave and Carla. They've built a beautiful cabin on Quadra Island and have invited Eileen and I over to spend some time with them. So we're going to spend until Saturday. Today's Wednesday, so Saturday we'll be heading back to Langley. And it is absolutely gorgeous on Vancouver Island. The coast, the ferry ride over, the sights, just spectacular. Even the snow-capped mountains, which is a rarity. You're on the ferry, you're heading to Vancouver Island, and snow-capped mountains all around. So we are toddling off. Well, we've started our toddle, and we are toddling off to Quadra Island and to visit our cousins Carla and Dave.
I like this time better. It says 10 minutes.
10 minutes to what?
Campbell River. Short 10-minute ferry to Quadra Island.
Carla said a half hour.
Yeah, maybe by the time you get on, you're boarding and stuff.
Hey Dave,
Yeah.
what's the name of the bay again?
This is Canish Bay, turns into Granite Bay on this end.
And we are on the beautiful island of
Quadra Island. Yeah.
So your son worked on Quadra for 8 years.
That's right.
You and Carla are from the Abbotsford market.
Yep.
You were telling me you guys were just driving around and looking for an adventure or something, or just exploring, and you came across this area.
This area, just by accident more than anything.
So what convinced you to buy here?
Oh, we just fell in love with it immediately. It was just the quiet place. It's just an amazing place. It really is. Yeah.
So you've got quite a community of other people around.
Yeah, we've got lots of good neighbors here for sure.
You've got 5 acres.
Yeah.
You stumbled on this property from a magazine, a yachting magazine you had picked up.
Yeah, on the ferry. Yeah.
Isn't that funny how life goes?
Yeah, it is.
You had looked at the property or seen it.
Yeah.
And then, was it a month or 2 later you picked up the magazine, or how?
No, we had been out in this neighborhood about a year or 2 before we got that magazine. And then we came up, we saw the place for sale. We looked at it with the realtor, and on the way home we made an offer right away, and bought it almost immediately.
That's amazing. You've built a stunning home. It's got a really neat floor plan. It's almost a wide open space.
Yeah.
With a deck almost all around the whole home.
Yeah.
So you and Carla and your guests and friends sit out here and enjoy the summers and the beautiful evenings.
Yeah.
And how often do you guys come out here?
Well, we've just been here for the winter months, and we haven't been outside a lot, but we're getting out here more now that it's warming up. The summer, we're always here.
You've also got a boat.
We do have a boat. Unfortunately, it's not on the water right now.
So what are you catching? What kind of fish do you catch?
Well, our favorite is lingcod.
Right.
We do troll once in a while for salmon, but haven't got very good at it yet. We need to learn that more.
Oh, you troll for salmon. It's not deep sea?
No.
Or whatever they call that?
We jig for lingcod, but we troll for salmon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you have to do to get set up to troll for salmon?
Yeah, you have to get up in the morning and follow the tides and all that kind of stuff. We're not very avid fishermen. We just go out when the weather's nice and go have fun.
Sure, recreational.
Yeah.
Do you need a license when you're fishing out here in the open? You do, eh?
You bet, yeah.
And how far up the coast do you go?
Mostly we just go out the bay this way towards, and then head up to Sonora Island. We've gone past Sonora to the next set of islands, but we're usually within an hour from here.
So for those who don't know, Sonora is owned by H.Y. Louis, which is London Drugs and a whole bunch of other group of companies.
Not the whole island.
Just the lodge.
They have the resort there.
Right.
The Sonora Resort is owned by London Drugs, yeah.
Have you been there?
We've been by it. We haven't actually gone into it.
Eileen and I were fortunate to be guests of the Vancouver Sun and Province about 7 or 8 years ago. She got pampered and spoiled.
Yeah.
I went fishing, caught a 27-pounder.
Yeah.
What a beautiful spot that is.
It is, yeah.
But you've got a really great, relaxing spot way off the beaten path.
It is, yeah.
And you, being from the lower mainland of Vancouver, we had to take 2 ferries to get to your beautiful spot here. From Tsawwassen to Nanaimo to Campbell River, and a small ferry from Campbell River over to Quadra Island.
Yeah.
What's the island known for?
I think logging and fishing are the mainstay for the locals.
Okay.
And then tourism is big.
Okay.
I think it's a love-hate relationship with tourists.
Yes.
You know, they rely on them, yet they get so frustrated when the ferries are backed up and there's too many tourists around.
Right.
So
And they clog up the roads.
Yeah.
They come here to escape all that.
Yeah.
And yet what they're escaping follows them.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
That's one of the reasons we came up north here, because we don't see the tourists, other than in the kayaks, and we see the yachts coming from the Americans, and it's pretty cool.
Right.
Yeah.
So about your home here, about 20 months, you've still got a little bit of finishing to do.
Yeah.
20 months to build. And before my battery dies, one of the unique things of this beautiful home you've built for your leisure time, you are actually perched on a giant rock. I'm going to take some footage of that rock that's part of your foundation and your building.
Yeah.
That has to be a first, is it, where somebody actually takes building plans and sets it right on top of the rock and makes the rock part of the basement?
I think Quadra has it more than that than you'd imagine. Our neighbor up there, you can just see kind of a deck hanging up over there, his place is all on one big rock as well. He has a very similar basement as ours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Worried about that tree, Dave?
No, I don't think so. I think it's been there a lot of years. Yeah.
It's on some maps. People have their charting thing that tree is actually a landmark.
Okay, what about this live wall?
This is, these are all live plants, and as the summer comes, you get all little flowers. These are all little flowers, and it's what you call a live wall. And here, look at this. Look at the delicate ferns. Okay, isn't that absolutely breathtaking?
Is it not? It looks more mossy,
Yeah, it is, right?
but it is a fern?
Yeah, it is like a fern. Little ferns grow, and we want to keep this rugged, okay? We don't want to scrape it all off or
No,
anything, right?
no, no.
Yeah.
No, it's all part of the natural beauty.
Have a look here. So I placed them here, and I have more rocks I gotta hide. So these are the little rocks that the kids had.
Wow.
So I put it here as a, yeah, I thought it was sort of pretty. Isn't that so cute? They painted those for us, so we had to find them. And then this is their permanent spot now. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you've certainly created a beautiful area out of this rugged wilderness. You've carved a nice home out of it. And this is the way to the docks.
Now the thing is, be careful here. Look at everything growing. It can be slippery.
If you have
I
wet
went
sand
once.
on your shoes, you can slide. So hang on to the handrail on the way down. It's pretty steep.
Hang on to the rail. We're waiting for the dolphins, which we can see off to the northwest coming into this bay. What's in here, Carla, that they eat?
Oh, everything. Like from salmon to little cod to. Yeah, I just want to see where they're going to come out. Because this is nobody's allowed to fish here. All these fishes are here. That's why we get whales in here. Sometimes we get dolphins. We get sea lions. Yeah, it's a fishing ground for them, an eating ground.
There's lots of
Okay, where are those little stinkies? Beautiful than this. And all of a sudden the moon came up. And it rose right from in between those two mountains. And it shone right on us. And I thought, okay, I guess it did get just that much more beautiful.
And it was a full moon, which means
Yeah.
high tide.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
high tide.
Yeah.
When we woke up in the morning, the water was right here.
Yeah, it was high.
How big was the tent? Okay. There's the queen of the surf. So do you know the story behind that thing?
No.
Well, apparently Dave has a neighbor who bought enough material that he thought he was going to be building a
Outrigger for a paddleboard.
outrigger for a paddleboard. So he built 20, 12, and sold none. So I suggested they plant it upright, look as if it looks like it's got pipeline coming out of the water, to give their guests in the future something to talk about.
And then everything behind the siding is the styrofoam blocks with the concrete wall in it.
That is the lift powered pump for the downstairs bathroom. It ties back into the main line out to the septic field, which is down there someplace, Dave, right?
Yeah.
There's 8 cords of firewood, and Dave tells me they burn anywhere from 2 to 3 cords in the cold weather, but he's got enough winter fuel for at least 2 or 3 years there. And there's some logs that he just dragged up from down by the cabin, and they're ready to be split.
No, they're gonna get hauled to Abbotsford, and we're gonna mill those.
Oh,
Turn those into lumber.
for flooring, or what do you?
That's cedar, so it'll be more for. I'm using it for various things, but not for the flooring.
Okay. And then of course his big industrial trailer hauls his excavator and tractor, and it's a 5th wheel trailer that he brings back home to the Abbotsford area, loads it up, and restocks and works on the property with the equipment that he brings up. It's really handy. So if you're ever considering setting up a beautiful vacation home or a permanent home in the rugged wilderness of Quadra or any other island around the lower mainland or the west coast of British Columbia, Dave's example is just great on the work that you have to do and the time that it takes to put something like this together. 5 acres.
Yeah, 5 acres.
You're supposed to be downsizing and taking life easier when you retire.
Yeah.
But you're committed to a pretty big job in the building. Yeah, no kidding.
Keeps us active. There's you open that up, there's a fish tank there, or like a hold for your fish that you catch. So we just fill it with cold water and keep the fish in there until we get back to the dock, and then you just pump out the water and you
That's the cod, the ling cod you're telling me about you catch off this boat. There's the power. Dave and Carla bought this brand new 27-foot Kingfisher built in Vernon, British Columbia. And I'll try and get some footage from the outside design on this boat. I said to Dave, I am absolutely in love with the layout, the flexibility of a boat like this. You can use it for cruising or fishing, sport, whatever, and it is absolutely stunning. There's the business end of this Kingfisher. Isn't that beautiful? A pair of Yamaha, twin Yamaha 150s. Lots of power. Dave says about 10 gallons an hour. And then when he's trolling, he's got the little Yamaha 9.9, and it moves the boat along nicely. What's the name of this little area here then?
This is Granite Bay.
This is still Granite Bay?
Yeah.
Okay. And that over there is the government boat launch.
Yeah, the launch and the dock. Yeah.
Only for single axle.
Yeah.
And a boat the size of your big Kingfisher is
we launch it here.
launched from this location right here. It's a lot deeper,
Yeah.
and that's pretty shallow over there. $25 an hour.
He's building up, isn't he?
I'm
gonna get him.
They need somebody to peel bananas for the crippled apes.
Carla, get him.
You know when the monkeys get old, their hands get all bent out of shape? $25 an hour and you can help the monkey eat.
Isn't that something?
I know you're trying to ignore me, ladies, but oh, jeez. Hey, before you do that, can I put the catalytic converter on the filter here? What happened
Can
to
I
this?
do like this?
What's that, your IQ or legal number of parents?
Okay.
What's with this guy?
It's sad.
Quality golf balls for sale.
I know, isn't it so
Look at all the golf balls.
Oh,
That's amazing.
you know, this is a cork board that I just absolutely love. Eh?
And you got to buy a minimum of a dozen, and there's deals on bulk purchases.
Yeah.
And you can email this guy.
That's so cute.
That's amazing.
We have a golf course here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we do. We have to do that. Next time you guys got to stay longer. Hey?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here. This
Mini
is
golf?
Do it. Mini golf.
I love that.
So nice.
careful. This is all made. So I would love to show you Kevin's work. Oh. And if I can, I'm going to walk it. Yeah. We have a place
Home is where you trust the toilet seat. Thank you.
So this is where we are, bud.
Desolation Sound into Discovery Island?
Yeah, Quadra. Discovery Island.
What is Quadra?
The first of the Discovery Islands.
Okay. Oh, Carla, how come you're sitting outside?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Oh no, this is too cold. We can get in the, we can go in the truck, Carla.
Sit here for a second.
Yeah, this is going to be a little on the cold side. I hope Eileen's buying the coffees.
This is the Cortez ferry entrance here.
And is that Cortez Island right there?
No, we'll see it. When we go to Rebecca's pit, we'll see Cortez.
Exactly. With one, and then what time are you going to be back for dinner? I can't step out his foster brothers.
That's right.
There's a little marina here.
What's the name of this marina again, Dave?
Harriet Bay.
Harriet Bay.
This is over 100 years old. See that balcony? That's where I quit smoking.
You said that's it?
So they used to have a really nice restaurant here that with COVID they had so much trouble. They're just starting to get back.
You should be able to see it, although the GoPro doesn't allow me to zoom in. That is the Cortez Island ferry, and it is heading out, or is it coming in? It's heading toward Cortez. We are at, it's not called Blackie Spit, it's called Rebecca Spit. Do you guys know where Blackie Spit is? It's part of Crescent Beach in White Rock.
Okay.
And this is Rebecca Spit. Are we on native land here, Dave?
I don't think so.
Look at the driftwood. Hey, I see a head bobbing up. Yeah. Okay, wave, hon. Okay, Eileen, this is your first visit here. What are your quick thoughts? You got to yell it out.
I just love, it's amazing to see the mountains, the rocks. Every rock is different. All the driftwood, it's just amazing.
So, Carla and Dave, thanks you guys for taking us here.
Yes, you're very welcome.
You made us.
I will no, I didn't. I guarantee we're going to be back.
Good, good.
I don't know why.
Got it on video. Yep.
Why did we not take a little lunch and we could have just parked along the beach here?
Wait till summer. Can't wait
wait till summer.
Yeah, but then it'll be crowded.
It's breathtaking in the summer.
never crowded here.
Never crowded.
This is so natural. Look at these logs that have washed up shore here.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so Eileen, we're coming back.
Yes, we're coming back.
Will we toddle in here?
We'll toddle in.
Gluten-free.
Well, we have gluten-free buns. And the new chef that we have, well, he's been here a few months now, Patrice, he was cooking at the Legion there for quite a few months, and came back over here. He changed our burgers around so that there's no bread in them.
Oh, really?
You know
I
how
was
they-
just going to ask about that. That is great.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they're
Good. They're gluten-free.
The beautiful bay behind me, the scenery behind me, is part of the home that Dave and Carla built here on Quadra Island. And Dave just mentioned that the water behaves differently every day with the tides. It brings in a change, and I noticed, I know you won't be able to see it, but there looks like a ripple that's running down the center of the water as it's returning to the bay, the tide. And Dave said there's no rhyme or reason for that. It's just that when the tide comes in with the wind, the rain, and the movement of the tide, it creates a lot of anomalies in the water in the bay. What a gorgeous area, though. I think I've shown you their home that they built here with $1 million views of the local mountains all around and the beautiful bay. Is that you there?
Oh, look at that.
It is. What a beautiful location here on the west coast of Canada on Quadra Island. We have seen so much natural beauty. It's going to be really hard going back to Langley. We want to thank our cousin Carla and Dave for their hospitality and their wonderful love and friendship they gave to us the few days that we were here on Quadra Island with them. And as you know, I mentioned to you, they built a gorgeous home here and eventually hope to retire from the lower mainland of British Columbia here to Quadra Island. If you ever get a chance to come out and visit the natural beauty of British Columbia, make sure you toddle on to one of the ferries and then toddle in over to Quadra Island, just outside of Campbell River. It's about a 10 or 15 minute ferry ride from Campbell River to Quadra Island, and it's a fairly large ferry. It's not a big ferry, it's a car ferry, and They've got lots of accommodation and lots of amenities, but the biggest attraction is the natural beauty of this gorgeous area. And so thank you for joining us on this edition of Toddle In. And I trust that you've enjoyed this video, and I would ask that you give us a thumbs up if you like what you've seen, because we take our RV, our 2017 Grand Design fifth wheel trailer, across Canada and throughout the United States with stops in some of the most unusual places that most RVers just haven't visited yet. But Quadra Island should be on your list of places. Vancouver Island, of course, is the big attraction. And then from Vancouver Island, Campbell River over to Quadra Island. And if you like this video, as I mentioned, give us a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to our channel, Toddle In, and have a look at our website. It's constantly changing and evolving. It's toddlein.com, toddlein.com. We'll see you next time. From Quadra Island, I'm Ken, and my wife Eileen is doing some beachcombing on Quadra Island. Take care.